Welcome back everyone to the Complete Pineleaf. Last time we encountered some brigands here in the Rushgore and we drove them out while befriending some of the Oathbreakers. Hello Akulf, that was a good job.
Our mission is dire.
The brigands are resilient, Pineleaf. They have been routed for a time, but they will soon return, and we will rout them once again. Thank you for your aid. You're welcome, and most likely I don't care about these boots, right? That is correct. Token! So what's next?
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
The treasure hunters have returned. And we need your aid once again. Oh, this is a repeatable quest. So that's for a redoing of it. Now, we're not going to redo that quest. We just ran it now. Alright, so we'll pretend that they did not return. Instead, we will speak to Woonston.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Wonderful, Pineleaf. I have a plan which may help to avoid conflict with the Easterlings, and these relics are the utmost importance. Yeah, what's that?
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
So it comes to this, Pineleaf. What I hope to accomplish is a peaceful withdrawal from our lands by the Easterlings. I hope you're not asking me to place any bets on that. Perhaps by turning these ancient relics over to the captain of the Easterlings, we may prove our honor to our desire to avert another bloody war. Will you bring these relics to the Easterling captain? I believe you may find their camp to the east, near the border of the Brownlands. Alright, fine. Go to the border of the Brownlands and find an Easterling camp. Alright. And what do you say, Bogmund?
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Ah, yes, these will do. They will do just fine. What do you mean do with these things?
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
I'm nearly done with these. Haha, yes, this is perfect. A Dunlending has been seen among the Easterlings at the scout camp to the east. Take these to him and tell him that they are returned courtesy of the Rittermark. I'm sure that he would reciprocate in kind. Decreased reputation with the men of Dunland. Look, it took me a lot of trouble to get the kindred with them, so I think I'll pass on that one. Yes, let's then head over to speak with Amal. It appears that I have found the little camp where we have the Amal here, as well as some others. So let's see what he has to say. Hello there.
Greetings.
Easterlings? Oh ho! If you wish to know of the Easterlings, I have much to say and none of it good. However, they are encamped to the south of here. Oh, okay, you're not an Easterling then. You are someone else, so you need to bring this to the Easterling captain who's at another camp. But apparently, he has a bit to say.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Hey there, good hobbit. We nearly despaired of seeing a friendly face in this marsh. Might you lend us some aid? We are woodmen come from the southern Mirkwood, near Rosgabel, and we're on our way to trade with the horse lords in the south when our boats were attacked by terrible monsters. We managed to escape and bring our boats inland, as you can see, but there's much damage and we cannot yet continue on. Will you help us? I'm sure that we have some goods of value that we might be able to reward you with. If so, speak with my companions, and all have tasks for you to be fulfilled if we're to survive this ordeal. Now, that's interesting. I had forgotten that you run into a group of woodmen in this place because this is down at level 75 and you really don't seriously encounter the woodmen until you're at level 120 when you go into the down from the north where you have the Veils of Undoing. Why is there... Oh, goodness gracious. Uh, Excuse me. I think I need to help somebody. Alright, we'll deal with you. And now, after that little bit of an interruption, we can resume our discussions with these good folk. So what do you need me to do?
Would you do something for me?
Pineleaf, it's terrible! I told you that we were attacked by monsters, but I must have said I believe that they're instead demons. These beasts have the form and scales of a worm, but are also furred like the beavers of our land. I've never seen the like of it, and must confess that I've never wished to again, but I have seen them wandering throughout the marsh. Have have you skill in banishing demons? Will you put your talents to use against these monsters for us, so that we might survive them in our homes again? So, are you sure you're not talking about the Avant? I have run into those before. They're not demons, but I think I should be able to handle them.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Not only are we surrounded by demons, but we have seen men from the east scouting the lands. First, they paid us little heed, but of late they have begun watching us more closely. I fear that they may consider us a threat or easy prey. Will you go to their camp and speak with their leader? Perhaps you may convince them that we are of no threat and likely have nothing worth to their warband. If you would indeed go, their camp lies to the south there. Well, I need to go to the south anyway to do those relics, don't I? So, alright, I guess I'll do that. So, what do you need? Let's see, Gizalik.
Stay a moment.
Pineleaf, will you hear me out? When the demons of the Rushgore attacked our boats, many of our crates and containers were damaged. We salvaged most of the contents, but the containers need to be patched to transport them safely when we arrive in the lands of the Horse Lords. Will you go forth into the marsh and collect reeds strong enough to bind the containers and mud to patch them? While we scouted for an ideal campsite, I saw a great burrow of mud and clay to the northeast of here. Perhaps you may find the materials required there. Thank you for your assistance. Reeds and clay and great burrows. Alright. Well, I suppose so. Something tells me that there are going to be bugs there from past experience in Dunland.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Hello there, hobbit from afar. Oh, will you give us aid? Our food stores are low and the boats need patching. I have seen great turtles throughout the marsh from which we may obtain sustaining meat, as well as tough hides and shell fragments from which we could use to patch the boats and perhaps fashion items of trade. Will you help us by hunting these turtles? Perhaps bring me meat for our stores as well as hides and shells, and I will find the means to reward you. Thank you for your kindness. Yes, you're welcome. So, I suppose it's time to set out, because it looks like we need to kill several things. I know what else is new. Oh, a turtle! Alright, good. Not my first turtle, but I forgot to collect stuff from the other turtle. I guess I was helping somebody else anyway, so I'm sure they took all that was salvageable from the turtle, since I wasn't thinking about it then. So we'll take care of this and see if he has anything. Well, it has a hide and some meat, so I guess that'll work. Anything else in the area? Gridbig. Well, as long as blood isn't boiling, I should be content, right? I am tired of boiling blood in Gridbig. Yeah, but we don't need those at the moment. I'm more concerned with other things. I think I found an yeah, that's an Avanc, all right. Well, I should have been expecting them because I did run into a few of those while searching for the Nazguls. So finding them here is certainly no big surprise. And there seem to be a few of them around, so I'm sure I could reduce the population of these demons at some point. Mounds. They look like the type of mounds that Gridbig will have. The Creeping Mud. What a nice name for that. Well, here's a nice reed to take. Good. And some mud. Lots and lots and lots of mud. Well, it looks like I don't have Gridbig attacking me all over the place. Well, that's fortunate, I guess. Ooh, I think I found the Easterling camp. Now, let's see if we can find the people here whom I've been asked to speak with. We have here Rosie. Let's see what Rosie has to say about these relics I found.
The Blue Lords forbade us to attack these lands.
You have great courage or great foolishness coming here, Warden. I respect that, and I'll hear your words. What is this? Indeed, these are relics of my people from the days of the field of Celebrant. I know these crests, and the houses they represent still exist in our lands. I'll return these to their rightful owners. However, while I and the few who will follow me will grant the request of the horse lords and withdraw, I cannot say the same for our greater force. Our master, Rushgore the Blue, forbade us from marching forth. But our kings fell once more under the sway of the Dark Lord and demanded our loyalty. Beware, Pineleaf, for the storm is coming. So he gives us a warning about the rest of the Easterlings, all right? And what do you say, Nafrati? Will you leave?
Make no mistake, I have come for the blood of the horse lords.
So, you've come on behalf of the woodmen. They wish to leave them in peace. They're no threat. That they are no threat to us is quite clear, but they are the friends of our enemies. We have come to wage war upon the horse lords of Rohan, and it is demanded by the Great Eye. For that, the woodmen must perish. We will give them time to prepare themselves, but their end is nigh. Go now and warn them. They leave this place or become a sacrifice to the Dark Lord. Yeah, I'm not too sure they want to become a sacrifice to the Dark Lord. Oh well. I've made it back to camp, but now let's report on what I've found. I guess we'll begin with the turtle meat.
Greetings.
These will do wonderfully, Pineleaf. Thank you. You're welcome. Uh-oh, she has more for me to do. And also, I managed to find the mud and reeds.
How can I be of service?
You say that you're attacked by a great envenomed insects at the burrow? That could bode ill for us, but it could also prove useful. Let me think on it. As for the reeds and clay, aye, these will do well, thank you. And as for said insects that attacked, I spoke a little bit too soon when I said, oh, wow, no insects here? Yeah. There were constant insects right after that point. Demons in the Rushgore. Yeah, I took care of the Avonk.
How can I be of service?
Oh, they're mortal beasts, you say? And you've called their number? Good. Thank you, Pineleaf, for your mercy upon us. You're welcome. And then finally, I spoke with the Easterlings, and that's not good news.
What do you need?
This is what I feared most, Pineleaf. We have not the means to defend ourselves against Nafati's men, nor can we escape. We will perish. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good news. Well, I think I've finished all those tasks then.
What can I do for you?
Your help is much appreciated, Pineleaf, but there's much more yet to be done. Yes, I get that impression. What do you need me to do next?
Might I take a moment of your time?
These Avonk, as you call them, are in fact mortal creatures, not demons, you say. If this is so, then I wonder what value their hides might have. What other creatures that you've seen have both fur and scale bearing hides? If these are in fact a breed of dragonkind, then their scales might make strong armor, with fur for warmth in cold weather. Would you gather some of these hides for me so that I might examine them more closely? All right. Collect several ish. I wish I thought of that when I was actually killing them, right? Oh well. And what else about the demons?
Would you do something for me?
While I find the hides of these Avonk to be fascinating, the construction of their nests upon the shores of the Limelight will make travel between our villages in Mirkwood and the south very dangerous. Would you go into these breeding grounds and destroy their nests? Perhaps that will drive them from the shore. Alright, very well. And what else?
Would you do something for me?
What are we to do? The Easterling folk shall descend upon us and destroy us. I should ask this, but could you? Nay, I cannot ask it. No. Oh, but I must. Would you return to the Easterling camp and defeat them before they can move against us? I fear that the only way to ensure our survival is if you do so. If you will do so, speak with me again. Alright, talk to Amal when we're ready to confront the Kundalar. Well, I suppose we can do that.
The captain of the Easterling scouts in the Rushgore threatens the woodmen stranded in the marsh, precipitating a confrontation with the welfare of the merchants hanging in the balance.
Aha! Well then, I think it's time for us to deal with the Easterlings then. And see what we can do here. All we have to do is defeat all Easterlings in the camp. Yeah, that'll certainly keep them from attacking us, right? So let's... Next, this archer. Just make sure I don't go into too many at once. See how many of them are here. We have several of them. I don't want to attack the leader right away, just in case he calls in friends. We certainly don't want to fight the entire camp all at once. How many Easterlings are here? Doesn't seem like that large of a camp. But of course, 7 soldiers against 4 civilians. Yeah, it would be a slaughter if that's what happens there. So I can understand why they're worried. Ouch! Now for you. Anyone else left after this? Nefrati. And soon Nefrati will be no more, right? There you go. Who else is left? Oh, I missed an archer. Okay, then I'll take care of you. Defeated all Kundalar. Good. Then let's get out of here. I've cleared out the camp.
How can I be of service?
Many thanks to you, Pineleaf. Without your courageous efforts on our behalf, I'm certain that these evil men would have butchered us in our sleep. Take this token of our gratitude. All right. Where is she? Right. So what's next?
Stay a moment.
Pineleaf, I for one have one more task for you. I fear that the Kundalar are preparing to mount a great invasion of the Horse Lord's lands, as they assaulted Kalendothorn so many long years ago. You should warn the Horse Lords of their coming. Perhaps they will have time to prepare for this storm. So talk to a completionist camp in the Rushgore. Alright, guess that makes sense. So what about you? A snappy solution.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Yes, while I deem the turtles of this marsh would provide adequate provisions and supplies for the party, I recognize that they are also a threat. They are very aggressive, and we have nothing with which to defend ourselves against them. Would you therefore go forth and call their number somewhere? Yes, I do not want them to be purged from the marsh, but simply have their threat lessened. Alright, fine. Kill a few of those. I could. Yeah, alright, I will remove that from there. Oh, we have another one.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Yes, it occurs to me that turtles of this size must lay enormous eggs. Such an egg might feed an entire party for a day or two. Would you perhaps seek out the turtles' nesting grounds and collect some of those eggs for me? Be careful, do not drop any of them when you're carrying them back. I can't wait for such a delicacy. Alright, fine. Turtle omelet. And suppose we will remove that one. And what do you need me to do? Ugh.
Could I speak with you a moment?
The insects you discovered in the burrows are of great concern to me. Such sizable and venomous creatures are a source of fear and terror to my heart. Perhaps you might use your talents to rid us of this threat? Perhaps if the insects perceived a greater threat than themselves, they might not fancy a change in their natural fodder. Will you do this for me? Alright, fine. I will defeat insects. And finally,
Stay a moment.
these insects you discovered at the burrows are a source of both great concern and great inspiration. To have such venomous creatures nearby is a cause of fear, but it may prove to be a boon as well. As you may be aware, we have been attacked by the creatures you call Avonk, but we have also been threatened by the men of the East who have encroached upon the lands. Perhaps if you could use the venom of these insects to make a poison to defend ourselves with, would you return to the barrels and gather the venom sacs from these insects? Only the venom of these insects at the creeping mud will suffice. I know it seems like a harsh method of defense, but we are truly vulnerable in this place. Alright, fine. So we need to kill everything and collect everything. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, no, no. Fine. I'll collect your venom sacs. But that's what we'll be doing in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.